Last one of the evening. So I have a little thing to say about Sarah, but I'll start with something amusing because Jim is making me. So I just want to say that Sarah's easy. So. You know, when I need something, I just say, Sarah, can you help me? And she's like, sure, no matter what it is. If I need help with editing or writing, she's there. If I need to go kill myself on some horrible race, she's like, that doesn't sound so bad. I could probably do that. So, yeah. Anyways, so Sarah L. Johnson has mastered the art of writing. Should I take my glasses?
No.
Mastered the art of writerly side hustle, working at a bookstore, teaching, and freelance editing. She runs ultramarathons for fun, has a filthy mouth, and does daily battle with curly hair. Her short story collection, Suicide Stitch, was released in 2016, and her first novel, Infractus, the bulletproof thing that everybody will be seeing very soon, if they didn't already see today.
It's not as bulletproof anymore.
Will be released in April, published by us, Coffin Press. She's also the 2018 Writer-in-Residence for the Alexander Writers, which starts in a couple of weeks, right? Mm-hmm. So welcome, Sarah L. Johnson.
Okay. Thanks, Rob. I am easy.
I know.
All right. So I don't know why I chose tonight for it to be my spoken word debut, but that's what's happening. This is not a story. This is just, I don't know, I had some things I needed to get out, and so this is what I wrote. And it started out being called Loud Angry Bitches, but ended up just being called That's What She Said. Hashtag hot mess. My temper is a blast furnace, sudden and terrible. For the ones closest to it, my remorse is of little comfort. So I try to keep the heat compatible with life, which is often difficult and distracting. Observable by the number of open cupboards and drawers and burning light bulbs I leave in my wake, as though I were a poltergeist, with no idea how to be properly malicious. I'm not easy to love. I'm not sure why I have to be. Because this existing while female thing is not for the faint of heart. The lily of livered, chickens, cowards, pussies. Hashtag grab back. What if we turned a spotlight on the pussy? And everything around it, like our whole bodies even. The feminine mystique has done us no favors. We need to drag the pussy into the open and talk, debate, and theorize until it's boring. Until we can offhandedly comment, tossed off with all the weight of, how about this heat? Imagine if we talked about periods and menopause like that. Like if a customer walks into the store rolling her iced espresso on her forehead and says to me, "Can you believe this heat?" I say, "I hear you, girl, but I'll trade your hot flash for my red dragon. It is a car crash down there. Seriously, my diva cup runneth over." She slurps her beverage. At least you've got precipitation. I've got a desert. A sandbox, if you will. You know, the sweats I can handle. I'm just really concerned I'm going to slaughter my whole family. I lean over the counter and nod. I know. Hashtag me too. Over 30 people crammed into this hotel suite, and he's beloved by all. Yet he's on the balcony with me. He's old, but his hands are everywhere. I could physically overpower him, but I'm reluctant to even push him too hard because he's so fucking old. And beloved by dozens of people mere feet away. This is stupid. But I'm literally backed into a wall, stucco stripping skin from my bare shoulders, Scotch breath whispering filth into my ear, holding me too tight, and he won't let go. What? Really? Why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you say it sooner? Why didn't you say more? Name names, report, press charges. Are you sure? Walk me through that again. Explain it again. Prove it again. Live it again. For fuck's sakes, I don't want to talk about it. So, I push on. Stride strong, earphones in, sweating like a beast, dressed for a 10-mile run in 20-degree sun, at a pace too fast for conversation. I am no fragile thing. But he is beloved, and it wasn't that bad. He'll be dead soon. I don't want to talk about it. Hashtag small talk. There are two versions of me. The version that could happily not speak a word for perhaps days on end, and the version that when confronted with social silence is compelled to vomit sound into it until I run out of breath. And some of you have seen this happen. Especially around people I admire. The writers, the artists, the creatives. Sometimes it's the dashing Brit who kind of reminds me of Giles from Buffy, and I've told him his shirt looks like an ugly couch I want to sit on. But, you know, he's a good sport about it, because there's worse things than being fawned over by a hot dope. Or it's the man of letters that I nearly don't approach at all, because I'm just sure that I'm going to do something stupid. Nevertheless, I persist. Even though my smile has gone Dexter and my throat knots up so tight, which you'd think would keep me from talking, but only ensures that my voice leaks out in the deranged rasp. And it's not only men. When I describe the infamous opera soprano's perfume as edible, she burns me down with a smoldering gaze and says, "Well, honey, I can't help how you feel about me." Then she laughs, pours me wine in a dirty glass, and I'm a little bit in love, and since we're recording and off the off chance she sees this, call me, Misha. I am the vapid bimbo, the croaking psychopath, the accidental lesbian. I am also a competent, quick-witted delight. I am all of these things, and all of them feel dishonest. Maybe I know exactly what I'm doing. Selecting personalities based on utility. Conniving at best, pathological at worst. And in my defense, it's kind of hardwired into the female lizard brain. It takes up a lot of processing power, and this is why I am incapable of shutting a drawer or turning off a light. I can't even imagine what kind of catastrophe would ensue were I to attempt a genuine expression of self. So I chatter away, saying every dumb thing that comes into my head, taking up more conversation than a woman should, all of it if I can. Because when you spend most of your time listening, you hear some gross stuff. Hashtag, well, actually. The pay gap is a myth. Women aren't funny. If we close our legs, our balls get squished. It's a meritocracy. If we're talking equality, we shouldn't believe women because they're women. We shouldn't believe women because they are women. But not all men. Okay. They've arrived. Legitimately curious, and his best bro sincere question. Hey guys, what's up? I'm not sexist. I've got a mom, a wife, and 2 daughters. Oh, add some brown friends and you can't be a racist either. This Me Too hysteria has gone too far. Men are under attack. It's a witch hunt. Right? A few creeps losing their jobs is exactly like the wholesale slaughter of innocent and understandably hysterical women. We're talking about false accusations. Sometimes women lie. Just look at those witchcraft confessions. Women aren't the only victims. Are you sure? I mean, sometimes men lie. Hashtag feminism. Mostly, I fall short of my ideals. I try to be compassionate, but my empathy is a weasel. I try to view social issues through the lens of intersectionality, but the fight is exhausting, and I know that is an insanely privileged thing to say. I try to be honest, but most of the time it is just easier to accommodate. Yes, your book is a triumph. Yes, your toddler is adorable. Yes, I'm listening. Yes. Until I legitimately have no idea how I really feel. But I try not to complain, because I'm not a perfect complainant, even now. My blood alcohol is measurable. I've admitted to being manipulative, and just look at what I'm wearing, Jesus Christ. I'm not always easy to love. I'm a difficult woman and a disorganized feminist, leaving a trail of open cupboards and drawers behind me, but I'm not as oblivious as I might look. It's a hot, murky mess, this life, and the only way out is through. Sometimes, it's all I can do to show up, smile, and leave a goddamn light on. Thank you.